Oh my.
Yeah, just a perfect. So no issue there. Asah Dudes, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be revealing our new build. I know we just revealed this truck right here, but we have a whole new project that we're going to start on. I just got this yesterday, but I've actually been looking for one for a few weeks now. Our buddy actually has the same vehicle, and we got his running and driving and had a blast in it, and that actually convinced me to get my own. I've looked at a few of these, and this is the best one that I've come across, and I'm really happy that I got it. So without further ado, I'm going to reveal it to you guys right now. So here is the car right here. This is a 1964 Bug. I don't know why, but every single one that I went and looked at was a 64. I don't know if they're more common here in California or what, but literally every single one that I went to look at was a 64. So like with every vehicle, I'll just do a walkthrough for you guys. I'm starting the front with the trunk. So in here, there's just the fuel tank underneath right there, and then we got the carpet, which is in super good shape.
You forgot the spare.
Got a spare as well. A lot of times with the spare up here, water likes to sit down below in the little carriage and it gets all rusted out. This one's actually in super good shape, and I think that's due to the fact that this thing was in a garage for most of its life until I think like the last 10 years. Really good shape in here. Everything's perfect. We even got the cover that covers up all your electrical right there, and that's in really good shape as well. So first car that I've ever owned with a frunk. What do you think?
With a frunk? Is that what you just said?
Front trunk.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called, dude. Yeah, so got the logo. A lot of times those are missing. This one's actually just sitting in there. I don't know if it's held on by bolts on the back or what, if you guys can see that.
Super glue.
No, it won't be super glue. But that'll have to get attached more permanently. Maybe have to buy a new one, we'll see. Inside, this is the best part about this car. The inside of this thing is pretty much perfect. Right here, we are going to need new door cards, or at least one. That one's in good shape over there, but you have to buy them as a set, so we'll just do that. But seats and everything, no tears. Everything's in good condition. It just needs to get cleaned. Really cool thing is this headliner. A lot of times in the back, it'll start just coming down and peeling or just start deteriorating. This one's in really good shape. The 64, no plastic on the dash, which is awesome. And it's got this trim line going all the way through. We actually have the piece that'll go right here in the radio too, if you didn't have a radio, but obviously we're not going to be using that. But we do have that in case we ever wanted to. It just continues that trim line. But yeah, the cardboard behind here, the actual container, is in super good shape as well. Here's the man himself sitting in here. But show him the steering column. We're gonna have to fix that. It's just the bolts we need to put back in there. This car has a new ignition, which we're not sure if it's gonna be able to fit into the little container that goes up on there. So we'll just have to, we might have to get a new ignition if we really want to do that.
Which is fine.
Yeah, which isn't gonna be a big deal.
The cool part about Bugs compared to what we're used to working on is everything on these things is very, very cheap. So buying parts for this is like nothing. It's easy. So buying a new key ignition for this is not a big deal. There's a couple things that my brother wants to do to this, like the shifter has a little bit of throw in it, so there's a couple things that this thing needs for sure, but it's all just time. It's not really money. So this is gonna be a super fun project for us, so we're pumped on it.
Like Christian was saying, we are gonna do a bushing for the shifter. A lot of the times the bushing that mates up to the transmission just deteriorates and you get a ton of sloppiness in the shifter. We might do a new shifter as well. And what's really cool about these is there's like no gauges in these cars. You literally have a speedometer, 20,000 miles, which I'm pretty sure that's a low number. And then you just got your gas gauge. So really simple gauge wise. Not much to go wrong right there. The wiring in these cars are super simple too. But as you can see again back here, all super good condition in there. If you can see it, Carpet's in super good shape as well. And then back here, here's the heart of this thing. This is a 1200cc motor. That's what came in these 64s. I don't know when the last time it ran. I think I was told 2011 to 2012. So it's been at least, 7-8 years. So to get this thing running, we're gonna need a few things. Already on my list is a new battery. I tried charging the one that came with the car, but no luck there, which was expected. I knew I was gonna have to buy a battery for this thing. The fan belt is starting to kind of corrode, so we're gonna get a new one of those. I am gonna do all new fuel lines as well, and obviously a new fuel filter. And then new intake. I'll check these, or check the CAPPIN rotor, make sure that's good. I'm gonna get a new coil, and I'll probably do spark plugs as well, and we should be able to fire this thing up. I don't think there's anything wrong with the motor. Might have to clean the carb, but I've already tried turning the motor over, just putting a wrench on here and turning it, and this thing's super smooth. So I don't think we're gonna have any real issues getting this thing running. Just add a few parts on. Honestly, we could probably get this thing running with new fuel and just cleaning the carb, but I'm gonna go the extra step and just get a whole bunch of new fresh stuff, because that's how I am. But I don't think we'll have a hard time doing that. This is a 64, so it does have the moon rims on them. The difference between these and the later ones is that these ones just arc out a little bit more. The newer ones are more flat. So actually this isn't the last year. 65 was the last year for that. This year car does have a 1-year hatch, which means that they only made this hatch in this year. Bring this down just so you can see it. It does get hung up right there. I'm gonna have to adjust the bumper to get that to clear. I don't think it's the original though, because as you can see right there, it's green. So unless the car was all green, which I don't think it was, I can guarantee you it wasn't, but I think just this piece is added on for whatever reason, which isn't a big deal. But I don't think this is the T-handle, which is what is considered the 1-year hatch. We did get the wing windows to work, which are a big thing for us because we love these things. Just took a little bit of WD-40 up in these joints right here, and it all works smoothly now. But that is her. There is rust in typical spots, which isn't a big deal to me, honestly. This is a pretty common spot. Another one that I looked at had rust right here as well. And then you just got your normal stuff up here, a little bit back here, but that's to be expected when you're buying an older car. I wasn't out to buy something super fancy. This thing is perfect for me. I love the interior, I love the color. We actually named it Jerry too. So if you're curious on what we're gonna name it, that's it. I've already had a lot of people asking me what the plans are for this thing. And honestly, for right now, it's just to get it running and driving and go have fun with it. People were saying, oh, build a Baja Bug, which isn't out of the picture, but for right now and in the immediate future, I just want this thing running and driving so I can go enjoy it and have fun. Go down to the beach in the morning, get coffee, whatever. And it's not gonna take much to get there, honestly. Like I said, cosmetically, inside, everything's pretty much perfect besides the door cards. We're actually gonna start cleaning that tonight in this video. And then the motor, maybe an exhaust, just something simple. If the motor was ever pulled, Christian and I have already talked about maybe just doing a top end kit to get a little bit bigger of a motor. I think it's like a 1384, I wanna say, I think that's right. Just with the top end kit, but that's all in the future right now, just running and driving and go have fun with it. So in short, that's the Bug. I kind of just wanted to walk through it with you guys before we did anything on it. Honestly, the only thing we've done is rolled it out this morning and took like a leaf blower to it and got a lot of the leaves off of it. But right now we're gonna start cleaning the interior, probably get that bumper adjusted so the hatch will close all the way. Just small things like that, getting it cleaned up, nothing major tonight, but I'll let you guys watch us do that. So I hope you enjoy. Alrighty guys, Christian and I just spent around an hour and a half cleaning this thing up and doing a few things. One that I'm pretty stoked about is we loosened the bumper and slid it back a little bit to its max point, and then just barely grinded this down a little bit. And check this out. Perfect. So so no issue there. That all clears now. We went through the whole car and vacuumed it, as you saw. What we didn't film was doing the whole underside of the car and the motor area, or the engine bay, I guess you'd call it. We just went through and got all the little debris off. A lot of stuff came out of this car. Let's close that. I'm gonna have Christian just show you guys what's in the vacuums itself. Mind you, this is from the whole car, so I'm expecting to see a lot of stuff.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's some nasty stuff.
That's
There's
gross.
a lot of dust, leaves, debris.
Battery acid.
Yeah, spider eggs. Let's see this. This is the one Christian was working with right here.
Oh my.
Yeah, just a bunch of grime in there. I'm glad all that's out of the car. That had been all living on this thing for probably a long time, because like I said, this thing's been sitting for close to 10 years. But inside, we haven't cleaned. Yeah, we haven't cleaned the leather quite yet. We were trying some solvents, but it wasn't working to how we would like. So we're gonna have to go get something for that. But all this leather should clean up super nice. It's just some dirt on there. Carpet-wise, carpet's out in the front, but slide this forward. Back here, we got everything cleaned up. It's all looking good. Thank you, Christian, for the light. Got this area cleaned up a little bit as well. And then back behind the seat, that carpet area and some of the carpet area up here, the carpet's actually so old and it's like dried out that it's almost like felt, and it just comes off when you try to vacuum it. So we were very careful back there and up front, but no issues like that in the car itself. Got that all cleaned up. I'll just kind of show you guys up front. Pop this open. It does rub a little bit right there, so we could probably adjust the front bumper as well. Christian and I really haven't tinkered with that. But in here you can see the carpet cleaned up super nice. We got that cover all put on as well. This thing's looking good. I like to have kind of the clean inside and the old school outside, or not old school, but aged outside. It kind of throws you off when you get inside and everything's going to be super clean. So that's kind of what we're going for, is to have it kind of like a sleeper almost, to where it just looks like a normal bug on the outside, and then you get in and everything's perfect. Here's just some of the stuff that we've gotten out of the car itself. Just some trim pieces, windshield wipers, pair of pliers, some random stuff there. I'll talk about that in a second. This came with the car as well, just a wheel lock, some more hubcaps, battery tray, the old ground for the battery, just some miscellaneous stuff, and then this right here. So this was in the car, and it actually sits up in there as a footrest. So I don't know if that's like a factory option. I'm gonna have to look into that, but it looks like there's a clip here, so I'm gonna have to see if that clips in place. But it was just taped in there, so that's making me think that someone just put it in there just to have a footrest. So I'll research that and look into it. But I thought that was kind of interesting. I saw it kind of peeking under the carpet, and Christian and I were like, what is that? So we pulled up the carpet and it was just there. So kind of weird, but it's all good. This is that front carpet piece. We're just gonna keep it out. I think I'm gonna try and steam clean this thing just to see if we can get out any of that dirt. But that's pretty much the new project. I hope you guys are pumped on this one. I'm super excited to dive into it, especially that motor. Next video is probably gonna be a will it run video, and we're gonna try and get this thing driving again. But that's gonna wrap it up for now. Comment down below what you wanna see done to this thing, if you wanna see it be a street bug or built into a Baja bug. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.